Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Kathy. Uh-oh. Shame on you. Kathy Engelbert pens this beautiful article written by Kathy, about Kathy, for Kathy, explaining why she is solely responsible for the boom of the WNBA. Folks, I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. The commissioner of the WNBA on transferring the league ahead of a breakout season. And what was that plan that Kathy Engelbert put in place? Working in partnership with my new WNBA team members, NBA colleagues, and WNBA owners, we developed a strategy with 3 pillars. The league would think player first. Wow. Drive stakeholder success. Kathy, you are a revolutionary, and work on transforming the fan experience. You are a visionary. Kathy Engelbert, in this long, drawn-out article, goes on and gives herself credit for why the WNBA has finally entered some type of mainstream conversation, has finally entered some type of casual viewing experience. Yeah, I'll turn it on. It's about damn time. But Kathy Engelbert, in her naivete or in her delusion, she takes credit for it. Instead of saying it's because of Caitlin Clark, instead of saying it's because of the person from Iowa, instead of saying it was because of her, Kathy says, oh, it's all me. My strategy, my plan, my 3 pillars. In this entire article, Kathy Engelbert mentions Caitlin Clark's name 2, maybe 3 times. Angel Reese's name once. Cameron Brink's name once. Let's get right into it, because this article, from start to finish, is disgusting. But we're only going to touch on the main points. By nearly every metric, 2024 was a standout year for the Women's National Basketball Association. As transcendent rookies, Caitlin Clark, there it is, Angel Reese, there she is, and Cameron Brink, yet again, entered the league. Regular season games drew an average of 1.2 million viewers, up 170% from the previous season. Let's stop right there. Pull up. Skirt. Interesting, Kathy. So you are telling me that regular season games drew an average of 1.2 million viewers. You guys have all seen this tweet before by Mr. Michael Mulvihill. Final WNBA regular season viewership, all rated networks. Caitlin Clark games, 1.178 million. All other games not featuring Caitlin Clark, 394,000. But Ben, this is just a Twitter person. How am I supposed to take this at face? Fair point, folks, but you know I'll never come and lie to you. I'm not Kathy Engelbert. I'm not Monica McNutt. I come here trying to tell you the truth. For the regular season, this is a Forbes article, straight out of Forbes, with no horse in the race, no need to pull the wool over my eye. For the regular season, nationally televised WNBA games averaged 657,000 viewers, the highest audience in 24 seasons. Television games with Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever averaged 1.18, while compared to 394,000 for all other games. Interesting. So Kathy Engelbert said it was 1.2 million viewers in the regular season, but Forbes, they're telling me that it's only 657,000 viewers. Somebody's lying to me. Let's take this a step further. That 394,000 last year in the non-Caitlin Clark games, that's nearly 150,000 less, nearly 110,000 less than the numbers in 2023. In 2023, without Caitlin Clark, they're at 505,000. And then in 2024, they're at 394,000. Oh, Kathy, this is a great plan. Great job, Kathy. You're definitely responsible for the boom and the viewership and all that. No, the viewership's only that high, 657,000, because Caitlin Clark, 1.2 million viewers a game on average, bolsters the numbers up in such a way that it's so lopsided that she just drags the rest of the league forward to make it a respectable 657,000 viewers. Let's go on with this nonsense, shall we? We shall. We're still a long way away from matching the multi-billion-dollar professional men's league that have dominated television sports for a century in the United States. But last season was a turning point. Many ask when I knew it would be. Kathy goes on to list the viewership numbers for the draft, the attendance numbers from the draft, and she says, when I was boarding a flight, the flight attendant said, I saw you on TV last night, and I knew with certainty that we had entered a new era when the New York Liberty's mascot, Ellie the Elephant, was featured in Vogue magazine and went on to become a viral social media sensation. You knew when you made it when Ellie the Elephant was on Vogue magazine and became a social media sensation. Not when Angel Reese, shout out to Angel, not when Angel Reese was on Vogue magazine. Now when Angel Reese was on Vogue magazine, Angel Reese had an entire spread on Vogue magazine. Cameron Brink was on Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, yet somehow, someway, Ellie the Elephant on Vogue magazine is when you knew it. Interesting, Kathy. Very interesting. Ellie the Elephant becoming a social media sensation. Why? Because she's a mascot, or he's a mascot, I don't even know, that twerks during the games, that acts like a stripper during the games. That's why this mascot's a social media sensation. This league is disgusting. This league is pathetic. This league is sad. Caitlin Clark is why the WNBA is finally being talked about. You knew you made it when, Caitlin Clark, sent from the heavens up above, got handed to you on a silver platter. That's when you knew you made it, Kathy. When Ellie the Elephant was on Vogue, we're not even talking about our players in a player-first league. We're talking about a mascot. We're not talking about a player hitting Vogue. We're talking about a mascot that shakes their ass at home games, that shakes their ass on TikTok and gyrates like a hooker at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Las Vegas strip somewhere. That's sad. That's sad. Later on in this article, it goes on and says, this was during a 3-2 WNBA finals, which also broke attendance and TV records. Yes, they broke attendance and TV records to watch you show up to Game 5, an elimination game, a clinching game, in a New York skyline dress. The new attendance and the new viewers probably said, what the hell is going on in this league? The commissioners rocking a skyline of the city. Interesting. Moving along, because like I said, it gets even more disgusting in this article. To new followers and outside observers, our organization's success might seem overnight and even lucky, prepared by a singularly exceptional group of college players coming into the WNBA. However, we could not have capitalized on those advantages without years of hard work and preparation. Years of hard work and preparation. It might have seemed like it came overnight. Folks, look at the WNBA Finals from 1997 to 2023. Started off hot, fell off a cliff until this most past season in the WNBA Finals, 2024. We fast forward. This is an article from last season. The league entered the 2024 season having gone nearly 16 years without a single seven-figure audience, and they finished the season with a record 22 games that averaged over 1 million viewers. So you go 16 straight years not getting 1 million views on any of your games, yet Caitlin Clark comes down, you get 22 record million view games, and Kathy, do you know what that sounds like to me? That can think for himself? That sounds like someone that got lucky. That sounds like a league that got lucky overnight. Years of hard work and preparation. What years of hard work? What years of hard work are we talking about? The WNBA lost $50 million last year. What are we talking about, hard work? NBA loses $10 million on them year after year and will be digging an extra $25 million size hole to add charter flights. What hard work are we talking about? I told you guys, this article gets nasty. The WNBA story is a case study in perseverance and strategy execution. What? Perseverance in strategy and study in perseverance and strategy execution? What perseverance? What strategy execution? The perseverance of saying, yeah, NBA, can you please fund me while I lose money hand over fist? What execution of just hanging on long enough for dear life? Hey, Dave, I promise, it's going to be Candace Parker. Oh, no, it's not Candace Parker. Hey, Adam, I promise, it's going to be Brianna Stewart. Oh, not Brianna Stewart. I promise it's going to be, nope, not Aja Wilson. I promise it better be Caitlin Clark, Kathy. I'm tired of giving you this damn money. Lucky for them, it is Caitlin Clark. Let's talk about this strategy execution. The WNBA created in 1996 for a women's basketball league approved by the NBA's Board of Governors. The product offered by the WNBA players failed to amass a strong consumer base. Poor TV ratings and underwhelming attendance during games prompted the league to incur losses every year. In fact, it was reported in 2018 the WNBA had never turned a profit in its inception. Adam Silver, after the players opted out, he goes on and says, the tickets are very inexpensive, but even at low prices, we're still not selling enough to run a viable business. At the end of the day, the consumer always wins, and right now we don't have a winning consumer proposition. In essence, we've incurred 70% of those losses over the last 22 years of operating the league. So it's critically important from the NBA standpoint that we figure out a way to recreate a model that's sustainable for the long term. Kathy Engelbert, this league was dead and buried, getting propped up by the NBA and public pressure hanging around. Until that person, number 22 from Iowa, showed up on your doorstep, there was nothing positive to say about this league. There was no plan that made this league bolster. No, it was her. There was no strategy that made this league skyrocket. No, it was her. You go on to talk about a damn mascot in Vogue while you got somebody like Angel Reese? Come on, man. Ain't this player first? But we're talking about the mascots here. WNBA, Kathy Engelbert, Aneka Ogwumike, the president of the Women's Basketball Players Association. Between what these two women say publicly, this CBA negotiation for the owners is going to be light work because they are extremely out of touch with reality. And now that Caitlin Clark's here and the owners are drooling and they see somebody that can make some, they're going to go into that negotiation room with an iron fist. Players might think that they have the leverage. I can assure you, you don't. And with Caitlin Clark being injured and all these numbers plummeting by the second, nasty work. Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA is where it's at because of Caitlin Clark. The WNBA is where it's at because of Caitlin Clark. The WNBA's second most noticeable name, Angel Reese, and you didn't even mention her in this article with any type of validity, any type of substance. She was just a name passing by. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.